Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, been holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a
A pet's interest? What in the heck? I'm just joking. Hi, guys. Sorry that I'm a little bit late to my own show. I think I figured out why people have opening acts. Oh, I left one really straight piece. I guess that's a good way to show you that I did do my hair today. Amazing. It's so long, though, you can barely see, but it's done. I hope everybody's doing well today. It is Saturday of the Easter weekend, so I thought I would bring you a little Easter egg. Somebody that we love to watch, Judge DJ Kmetz, but he will be coming up in a moment. First, we're going to go, spring is on the way. I was actually wearing a completely different outfit 5 minutes ago. And I changed it. I was like, this is not the outfit for us. This became the outfit for us. So, but the other outfit was like, you guys have seen it before, my Star Trek shirt. It's like up to here. Made me look a bit fat. Anyways. I try not to be rude to myself, but I also try not to lie to myself. So I was just like, let's just not wear that. Anyways, what? Oh, look at Coca-Cola today. Guess what my Coke says? Bro. And in French, frère. Do you guys have the song Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, as I'm singing it, I am fucking realizing you don't sing this. Do you? Maybe you didn't. Maybe you do. I don't know. Oh, you do, Carla? Oh, good. I don't feel so dumb. Because it is in French, and as I'm singing it, I'm going, why would they sing it, Paisley? Why would they sing it? Tons of fun carving. Thank you. Streamlabs. Bruh. What's going on, bruh? Aw, we love Vicky P. Tons of fun carving. And thank you for the compliment in the super chat. Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, sonne la matina, do. I don't remember the rest, but that means brother Jack, are you sleeping? Something like that. I don't really know. Dormez-vous. Anyways, regardless, I don't think was it in The Sound of Music? I've watched The Sound of Music, but I just know it was in my childhood. Anyways, my Coke can says bro or frère. Anyways, enough of that, Paisley. Oh, court, right. Oh, yeah. Anyways, okay. I am distracted today. It is a midday romp, if you will, and I had to download that from my phone because I just have been getting so much court lately that my phone is working overtime. It's working OT. OT on the phone B. Now we gotta go to small phone screen large. Small phone screen large.
And you were a resident of Kent County in the state of Michigan for at least 6 months prior to filing that document?
hold on. So I just want to address one thing. First of all, Judge DJ Kmetz. I know it's JD Kmetz. Hi, Mikos. But I choose to believe it's DJ Kmetz. Second thing. These go quickly, generally. Hi, Courtney. And he deletes real quick, so I had to get this so quick. Anyways, so let's watch it, but this, oh wait, no! I literally just said we're not starting with this. Oh my god, I'm not even listening to myself. I'm really sorry. No, we're not starting with this. This is not what we're starting with. This is what we're middling with. We're middling with this. We're starting with, oh my god, I was lured. I got lured by my own computer. I got lured. Where is the one that we're gonna watch? Where is it? Come back. Come back. Come back. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I am. Okay, we'll watch this.
Yes.
And you were married to Tony by a person authorized to perform marriages.
Yes.
And there's been a breakdown of that marital relationship to the extent the objects of matrimony are broken and irreconcilable.
Chuck, I totally
Yes.
see that.
And sorry, I'm signing one of the things here and making a note, and my pen just ran out of ink. So I think we want to make sure that it gets a signature on certain things here. All righty. And you've presented to this court a judgment of divorce that you believe to be a fair and equitable division of your marital assets, debts, and all issues of your marriage.
Yes.
And you believe it's in the best interest of your child.
Yes.
And you are not currently pregnant.
No.
And you've signed these documents and you're willing to abide by them.
Yes.
All right, Tony, did you hear that testimony?
I did.
True and accurate, sir.
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
That's all we can do is to the best of our knowledge. As one of my law professors once told us, we will spend the rest of our lives managing our ignorance. It's just nobody ever told me it would continue to grow. In any event, I do find by and through that testimony that this court has jurisdiction. And
So this judge loves to just tell little stories, double check little things, but perhaps a little more time checking, because while that seemed to go very quickly, we're going to find out here, not quite.
the proofs are sufficient under the document, so we'll be getting this processed. There is a 21-day appeal period on it. After that three weeks has elapsed, we'll be sending you the copies, Sherry, and it'll be your responsibility to send Tony his copies, okay?
Okay.
Good luck to both of you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
I have a question.
I just want you guys to understand how close to done this was, okay? Please note. She's about to log off. Judge has already granted the divorce. Okay? The lesson to be learned here, you gotta speak up early.
Sure.
Regarding the split of the assets, how does this work and how should we proceed?
You proceed in accordance with the judgment and how everything was split in the judgment.
I have not seen, nor have I been given any information on this whatsoever.
Miss Toe, did you not send him a copy of the judgment?
When I turned in my motion to enter default, they took all 3 copies.
You
And
did
said
not.
that-
You did not send him a copy?
No, they took it from me and said the judge had to sign it.
Then I cannot sign this. He gets to see this 14 days prior to my signing it.
All I've gotten is something that arrived over the weekend with this was a motion to enter default judgment of divorce.
Understood. Ma'am,
with
the copies are for the court copies. You still have to send a copy to him.
They took all those copies from me
Yeah.
as well. I gave them to the clerk and I
Yeah,
said I need
no,
to send him one.
it's your responsibility to send him his copies. So the
Yeah, I have,
the
So,
judgment cannot be entered at this time. He has 14 days to object to it.
so how do I get those copies back? Because they said,
I'm gonna have them sent back to you.
okay,
Okay.
yeah, because I have no idea what the division of property is. Nothing has been ever
Understood. Well,
communicated to
you
me
know, like
whatsoever.
I said, the law is very clear. You're supposed to be given a copy of it 14 days before the hearing. According to the proof of service on here, that was done. What you're saying is it wasn't done, and she's
No.
acknowledging that the court took all the copies. The problem is there was supposed to be another copy for you that she made. So this time, make sure that he gets a copy, okay?
okay,
And he has 14 days to object to it, at which point there would be more procedures to go through, all right?
okay.
Sorry, guys, couldn't help on that one. All
Nope,
righty,
that's quite understandable. Thank you.
have a good afternoon. Take care.
Thank you.
I don't think me yet. Okay, that went down the tubes. All right. Next.
Hochward versus Hochward.
It was rejected because he didn't even get served. That's why I'm saying judge is like so quick to go over some of these things, but and literally if bro had not been, if he had waited one more minute, that divorce would have gone through. Default judgment against him, exactly how she laid out. He'd never laid eyes on it. A bit crazy. I was like, again, this is being recorded on my phone, which means my computer was busy, probably recording other court. So I'm listening to both courts at once, and I'm like, what? Okay, all right. I'm gonna keep recording this one.
Okay. We have both parties here for that?
Yes.
Perfect. Mr. Hochward, Miss Pena, if you could unmute. All right, welcome everybody. Let's go on the record in the case of Pena Hochward versus Joshua Hochward.
What? Say what? Is the last name there, Judge? I feel like he's saying fuck Ward.
All right, welcome everybody. Let's go on the record in the case of Pena Hochward versus Joshua Hochward, case number 25-01481DO. Aurelia, you filed this, so let's start with you. Please raise your right hand. You're gonna have to unmute, ma'am. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in giving testimony? All right, Mr. Hochward, please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in giving testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ma'am, you filed this, so most of the questions got to go to you. So you filed a complaint for divorce in this matter back in February of 2025, correct?
Yes.
And all the allegations in it were true and accurate when you
Yeah.
filed it?
Yes.
And they remain true and accurate to this day to the best of your knowledge.
Yes.
And you were a resident of Kent County in the state of Michigan for at least 6 months prior to filing that document?
Yes.
And you were married to Joshua by a person authorized to perform marriages?
Yes.
And there's been a breakdown of that marital relationship to the extent the objects of matrimony are broken and irreconcilable?
Yes.
And you presented to this court a judgment of divorce that you believe to be a fair and equitable division of your marital assets, debts, and all issues of your marriage.
Yes.
And you are not currently pregnant.
No.
Okay. Mr. Hawkwood, you heard that testimony, sir?
Yes.
True and accurate, sir?
Yes.
In that case, I do find by and through that testimony, this court has jurisdiction because this is where you live and the proofs are sufficient to enter the document. So we'll be getting this process. There is a 21-day appeal period on this. So we'll be getting it to you after 3 weeks, Aurelia, and it'll be your responsibility to send Josh his copies, okay?
Okay.
All right, both of you take care. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
you.
Good luck.
Yep. Bye.
Living my childhood dream with the whole fucking bucket. That's right, folks. The whole fucking
Next.
bucket.
We can do Hiltunen versus Hiltunen. I just have plaintiff here.
All righty.
Anyone want to guess how much this cost? Praise for the bucket.
One more. Jeez.
Price
They
the
attached
bucket.
6 copies to this one.
These are vegan. What?
All righty. Next.
Hiltunen.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Okay,
You
remember
did say
I
that,
live in
didn't you?
Canada.
That was
Okay,
like
assholes, it
less than a
didn't
minute
mean
ago. I've
candy.
already forgotten.
Judge, hold on, please. Assholes and your cheap ass candy, you're gonna need to go up. First of all, I live in Canada. Second of all, this is 1.2 kilos of candy. It's quite large. And so, I mean, gelatin is usually made from animals. I know. That's why it says it's vegan. I guess it's not made from vegan, or it's made from vegan something. It's got carrot concentrate in it. I focus on that. It was $11.69, guys, Canadian. So, but if I ordered this online, be like $40. I had to go to the wholesale store. These are called sour keys. Sour keys. Jumbo sour keys. I restricted myself from buying 2. I was going to buy a mini and a large. I didn't. I just bought the large. And that's fine. These used to cost, when I was a kid, these were 25-cent candies. You know, you could go to the store. We would go to the corner store and you could buy 5-cent candies. I mean, there was penny candies when I was little. But, mostly 5-cent candies. Some were 10-cent. And then the biggies, these guys, were 25 cents. Nowadays, these are like, I don't know. If I went to 7-Eleven and bought like 4 of these, it'd be like $8. So, it's a no-brainer. I should probably be accountable to you guys. I should probably show you the bucket every day to shame myself into not eating them all. That's probably the only way I could make that bucket last. If I'm going to be frank. I don't want to be frank. I want to be Paisley.
All right. Bring in Violet. Ms. Hiltunen, did you connect, ma'am? Violet?
Yes, hi.
There we go. Good afternoon. All right. We'll go on the record in the matter of Hiltunen versus Hiltunen, case number 25-00870DO. Welcome. Violet, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in giving testimony?
I do.
All right, ma'am. You filed a complaint for divorce in this matter back in January of 2025, correct?
Correct.
And all the allegations in it were true and accurate when you filed it?
Correct.
And they remain true and accurate to this day to the best of your knowledge?
Correct.
And you were a resident of Kent County in the state of Michigan for at least 6 months prior to filing that?
Yes.
And you were married to Celestine by a person authorized to perform marriages?
Yes.
And there's been a breakdown of that marital relationship to the extent the objects of matrimony are broken and irreconcilable?
Yes.
And you have presented to this court a judgment of divorce that you believe to be a fair and equitable division of your marital assets, debts, and all issues of your marriage?
Yes.
And you are not currently pregnant?
Yes. Correct.
You are?
Sorry.
Yeah, okay,
No.
okay. All right. Well, and is Celestine currently pregnant?
No, not to my
Okay.
knowledge.
Okay. Well, that's what I need to your knowledge. A child born or conceived during a marriage is the spouse's. So legally, as somebody just found out, a couple of them before, she had a child 5 years ago. They've been separated for 10.
Oh my goodness.
He's the daddy. So,
Yeah. I have not seen her, really talked to her since June, so a
No
little
problem.
hard.
Well, we'll go with the presumption that to the best of your knowledge, she is not currently pregnant.
Correct.
But in any case, I do find by and through that testimony that this court has jurisdiction because this is where you live and the proofs are sufficient to enter the document. So we will be getting this processed and getting it to you, but your responsibility, there's a 3-week appeal period on this. So after the 3 weeks, we'll be sending you the final copies. It'll be your responsibility to send Celestine her copies. All right.
Okay.
You have a great afternoon. Take care.
Yep, thank you.
No husbands, just
Okay,
two
I
ladies
think that's it.
scissoring, Ed.
Nope.
Just scissoring, so much scissoring. You thought they're cookies? No, they're candies. I'm gonna give myself one more. Otherwise, this will turn into a mukbang. That's my second favorite kind of bang, by the way.
One more.
One more.
Harrison
Cool.
versus McCauley.
Oh, sorry. It's buried under the docket I printed.
That's okay.
I printed a docket to make sure I can figure out that I had all the files.
I just have plaintiff here.
No problem. Hey, Ashley, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
So far, so good. My problem is going to be in your case that I cannot opt you out of the front of the court.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, the advice of rights has to be signed by both parties.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so both of you have to be advised. So I can't sign such an order.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to send this back to you because, oh no, guess what? You put in a child support order that doesn't exempt the front of the court. So while you did the paperwork to exempt it, you filed the correct uniform child support order.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's an accident that's in your favor.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, because there are two different forms of uniform child support orders. One of them is through front of the court, which is what you submitted. And
Okay.
the other is with no front of the court services, which is what you use when you opt out.
Okay.
Since I can't opt you out, you've inadvertently filed the correct uniform child support order. So let's do this.
Wonderful.
All righty. So we're here in the matter of Harrison versus McCauley, case number 24-06105DM. Ms. Harrison, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in giving testimony?
I do.
Yeah, and I didn't notice that, by the way, until after I wanted to ask the question, because I just assumed that it was the non-front of the court order.
Well, I'm glad you figured that out. Thank
Yeah,
you.
well, I've had some weird ones this afternoon, but in any event, before we proceed, there's no state aid involved in this matter, correct?
Correct.
Okay, no Medicaid, no My Child.
Correct. That's correct.
Okay, because then the state has no dog in this fight. You can set the child support as what you wish it to be.
Okay. Which
So,
is 0.
Yeah, which is what you did. So that's fine. All righty, ma'am, you filed a complaint for divorce in this matter back in looks like June of 2024, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
And all the allegations in it were true and accurate when you filed it to the best of your knowledge?
That's also correct, Your Honor.
And they remain true and accurate to this date to the best of your knowledge.
That's correct.
And
Yes.
you were a resident of Kent County in the state of Michigan for at least 6 months prior to filing that document?
Yes, that's true, Your Honor.
I may have some other questions on something here very shortly, but all right. And you were married to Jason by a person authorized to perform marriages.
Correct. Yes.
And there's been a breakdown of that marital relationship to the extent the objects of matrimony are broken and irreconcilable.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
And you presented to this court a judgment of divorce that you believe to be a fair and equitable division of your marital assets, debts, and all issues of your marriage.
Yes, I do.
And you believe it's in the best interest of your child.
Yes, I also do.
All right. And you're giving yourself sole legal and sole physical custody, correct?
Correct.
And how did you make yourself payer of child support even though it's 0? If he has 0 over you, the way the child support order reads, it says
Right.
you have 0 overnights.
Which is odd because when I filled it in online and I said that I have all of the overnights.
Well, yeah, well, and the worst part is that under number 2 on the uniform child support order that you filled out, you listed yourself as the payor. You listed Jason as the recipient,
Oh,
and as the payor, annual overnights with the payer is 0.
right. Okay.
Why don't I adjust that as a clerical error?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Because that does not even make sense
No, it doesn't.
and does not comport with the rest of the judgment. So that one I can fix for you.
Thank you.
All right. So with that stated, I do find by and through that testimony that this court has jurisdiction because, well, oh shoot, I got sidetracked. Ma'am, you're not currently pregnant, right?
Correct. I'm
Or,
not.
or did I already ask that?
No, you didn't ask it, but I'm not
Yeah.
pregnant.
Oh, that's the last question I have to ask just in case. So,
Oh, right. No, I'm
okay.
not.
All right. I do find by and through the testimony that this court has jurisdiction and the proofs are sufficient under the document. So we'll get this processed. There's a 3-week appeal period on this document. Once that 3 weeks has elapsed, we will send you the final copies. It'll be your responsibility to send Jason his copies. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You have a great afternoon. Take care.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Glad we could finally get you through this. It looks like it's been rescheduled several times.
It has. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Take care. All righty.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
You see how he leaned back in his chair? He's like, oh, job well fucking done. Almost. We have, we've watched long trials with this case, or with this judge. Yeah, these are defaults, really. But I've learned that I just have to start recording. Otherwise, I'm going to miss it. Otherwise, I'll miss it. But we've watched one big, huge case with this judge, if we recall, where one of the people actually reached out to us and said that they had watched the coverage. Crazy. Anyways, and of course, we all know I'm a mouthy little bitch sometimes. Anyways, okay, let's quickly watch. I have one more thing that I found that I think should work. I don't know, though. I don't know what we'll see, but we have to change to this screen. Don't worry. I won't sing.
If you're here
sir, are you on
for
the
a 3
water?
o'clock hearing, that means you got a traffic ticket of some sort. Anytime you ever get a traffic ticket, you have a number of options. You can pay the ticket. You can ask for a contested hearing, which takes the position you did not commit the infraction and you want to come to court and fight the ticket. What happens then is I review the police reports, swear you win. Following that, hear from you, and then decide whether or not the infraction has been committed. You can also ask for what's known as a mitigation hearing. And I think pretty much everybody on the 3 o'clock calendars asked for a mitigation hearing. Mitigation takes a position that you did commit the infraction, but you want to come to court and explain the circumstances for the purpose of reducing the fine. You can also ask for what's and then you tell me what happened. I decide if or how much the ticket will be reduced. There's another option, which is not on the back of the ticket, called the traffic deferral. You can defer or set over traffic tickets for a period of 6 months. And if you stay ticket free during that 6-month period, at the end of 6 months, the ticket gets dismissed, stays off your record, doesn't get reported to insurance. And then that's pretty much the end of it. Thing about deferrals, though, is you only get one of those once every 7 years. And so if you had a deferral before, you're not eligible today. And if you choose to go the route of the deferral here today, you won't be eligible again for another 7 years. Always go through all the options because a lot of people change their mind. They don't really know about deferrals. And I just want to make sure that everyone's aware of all of their options before we start. And so, Mr. Kohler, you've been up here for a while. Why don't you come on up here? There are certain tickets. We cannot mitigate this infraction that you're here for, but it can be deferred if you wish to do that.
Okay.
And so I'm just telling you, so your options, either reset it for a contested, a deferral, or those are actually your options.
Can I contest today? Or do I have to
No,
come back?
because you've asked for mitigation, which takes the position that you committed the infraction. If you switch that, then it needs to get reset.
Okay. I don't really know what to do because I would probably contest it The reason being, there was no speed limit sign in the school zone. You didn't know you were entering a school.
So then this will be, if you want to reset it, if you want to contest it, reset it for a contested, you can.
Okay.
You still live on Ebbets Drive in Tumwater?
Yep, just moved there.
Okay, and then let's probably reset about 60 days or so.
Okay.
That's it for today. You're free to go.
Sounds good.
Sorry
Thank
for waiting around for what ended up being nothing.
No worries, it was fun.
Well, for one of us, maybe.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bruce Beardsley is not on the Zoom call. Ryan Behrens. There you
Yes,
are.
hi. Hi,
Hi there. So you're here for mitigation.
correct. Want me to explain what happened?
Yeah, give me a minute.
Okay.
So yes, I do. Now go ahead. You're going the wrong way on a freeway barrier.
It was a regular,
I'm just a regular guy driving while high. No, sorry. I mean, I'm just a regular guy driving the wrong way down the street. Down the street. Also Twitchy Skitch, yeah, unfortunately it was the first case that we did, was the divorce denial. It was almost a divorce. You would almost miss it. Almost. Also, I'm recurling my hair again. We're gonna leave it on for longer this time until it probably smokes.
road, 2-lane road. And at a point in that road, the entire road was closed. The right lane had a truck with a big sign that said road closed. And the oncoming traffic lane, a police car was there. So they blocked off the entire road. Right before they blocked it off, there was a crossroad. So 2 cars in front of me were stopped because the road was closed. And I was the 3rd car back. I chose to turn on that road 2 cars away. I drew a quick diagram if you can look at it.
Okay, hang on just a minute.
Okay.
Okay, let's go over this diagram here, folks. So, first of all, there was a ruler used in this diagram making. Second of all, I don't know, bro. The judges usually side with the cops, depending. But, let's see. This is not long enough, but we'll leave it. We'll do it. Next piece of hair. Why don't you hit play first? Okay.
Okay, say something again, please.
Okay, this is a diagram I drew. I'm the 3rd car back.
I see you.
Ahead of me,
Okay.
there was 2. The road is blocked, and so I took that.
You can put it
line.
down. I got it.
So I took that turn after seeing that there was no oncoming traffic and there was no danger. I could see the crossroad. The 3 cars, the 2 in front of me and the 1 in the other lane, were all stopped waiting for the road to open. So I figured there could be accommodations made for closing my path. But the other reason I did it was because my daughter was in the back seat and she had to take her medication. I didn't know how long the road was going to be closed.
All right.
But I took
So
that
here's-
turn and the couple knew.
Okay. Did you have anything further? I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's it.
Okay, so you're eligible for a deferral. This is an expensive ticket. It's $432. For $150, this will be deferred for 6 months and then disappear after that. But you don't get another deferral for several years, 7 years. But given you don't have anything else on your record, I'd reduce this to $190. So you can have it be a $190 fine with the committed infraction and save your deferral, or you can take advantage of the deferral, and then this will go away in 6 months for $150.
I would rather defer than please.
Okay, so you need to contact the court. You can get a deferral paperwork from there, and then that'll need to be taken care of within 90 days.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're free to leave the Zoom call.
Have a good day.
And Dolores Escada? Ms. Escada, can you come on the Zoom call, please?
Dolores.
Mute.
Could you activate your camera, please?
There it goes.
So
Yeah.
you're here for expired tabs and then no insurance. What's your, and then no valid operator license. So you're here on a few things.
Yes.
I guess we'll start with the license. You're not licensed.
Hold on, Judge. That is the soft sit trifecta. Do we have a soft sit on our hands? Oh, could we get so lucky? Dolores, you look a little bit like you might believe that. Now, who's the dumbass who just burned her fingers? Anyways, look how cute it looks when it's actually curled. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're back again. Brothers, sisters, everybody saying, I don't need no license, don't tell me now. Yes, you do, bro. You need a fucking license.
Yet, there's not a lot I do on these until someone either gets their license and then gets insurance and shows their tabs are up to date. And so, what's your plans with regard to your license? It looks like you're eligible to get one, but
Yes, see, so I went to go get one, but a couple of years ago, I was involved in a motor vehicle accident. So they suspended it for a year or two, and I had to pay $100. So when I went to go get to start the process of getting my license, I lost my job in the process of doing all that.
I see. So
But I have the
go ahead.
The tabs are up to date, and the insurance is through Lemonade Insurance. So the only thing I'm struggling with right now is to get my driver's license.
I can set this over for a period of time to give you an opportunity to get it. Do you think you can get it within the next 90 days, 3 months?
Yes, because I just started a new job after I lost my other job. So
all right.
Yes.
So ma'am, let me double check your mailing address. Do you still live on 51st Lane, apartments? We'll reset this for about 3 months. You come back with a license, current tabs, and valid insurance. That saviors that will knock this way down.
Okay.
All right. That's it for today, ma'am. You're free. What's that?
I'm sorry. Is that the only option I have?
Well, I'm not going to reduce it unless I see you're licensed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can come back one more time.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. And then, is there a Trace Haddam?
Yes, I'm present.
So it looks like you're here for 2 separate cases.
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
How did you want to handle these? You've had a deferral in 2023, so you're not eligible for a deferral.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm aware about that. I know there's 2 different situations for the tickets, so I was thinking of maybe contesting one of them.
Okay, if you want to contest it, it'll need to be reset. You asked for a mitigation, so if you want to switch that to contest it, we will reset it.
Well,
you
yes,
reset both of these if you want.
No, I just wanted to do because when I made the appointment for this hearing, it was my first ticket or infraction which I wanted to mitigate, but the second one, which I got a few days later, I wanted to contest. Or this was
okay. So which one do you want to mitigate? The failure to well, there's 2.
I think one of them is a traffic control legend and a traffic control device, and the device is the first one.
Okay, so hang on. So the first one happened on January 9th.
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
And that's the one you want to mitigate on?
Yeah, I'd say that I can explain the situation if you like.
Right, go ahead.
So it was during lunch at school, and it was just like I was turning left to turn out the light, and it was just there is like a dude, the person that was in front of me, he was like going kind of slow, going through the light, So I was like kind of just going behind him, and then the light turned orange as we were both going through the light. And I can admit that maybe I was like it turned red while I was in the middle of the intersection, but I'd say that I wasn't really like that wasn't like my intentions to run the red light on that one or to really run it.
Which one are we talking about? We're just talking about the one,
Yeah,
right?
the first one,
The
this
first one. It's the only one I care about right now.
yes, correct.
So tell me about that one again.
Okay, so this is about like 12 o'clock during the day. It's pretty busy, and I'm at lunch during school, and I'm going through a four-way traffic light, and I'm following behind this car, and we're like the only two people in the lane turning left, and he's kind of going slower than like you're supposed to go through the light, so everybody can make it. And I got stuck behind him, and the light turned orange, and then like got red, and then it turned red, and then
All right.
that's when I got pulled over.
So that one will be on, I'll reduce that one to 95. You'll need to make payment arrangements within 30 days. The other case ending in 534, that happened on like near Galaxy and Martin Way. It's kind
Yes,
of in the
that is
same area,
correct.
but that's the other one, right?
Yes, and I have a
And you want to contest that one, right?
yes, sir, that is correct.
Okay, so we'll reset that. Your mailing address still on 15th Avenue Southeast in Olympia?
Yeah.
That will get reset to the contested hearing calendar.
Okay, am I going to receive an email of when that is going to be?
Not an email, but you'll get it in the mail. It'll come in the regular old mail.
Okay, thank you.
You're free to go.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson, Mason Johnson,
Yes, Your Honor.
you're here on a speeding ticket.
Yes, sir.
So how did you want to proceed here today?
I would like to admit to speeding. I was going fast, but I'm a young kid, and I'm currently working in a local ice cream shop, and I'm putting myself through college, and I pay for my own insurance. So I was just seeing, I mean, this is my first ticket in 2 years of driving. I mean, I'm 18 and I've only been pulled over once before. They let me go, but so I'm a pretty safe driver, and I'm gonna take the steps to not do this again in the future. And I've learned my lesson, and so I was just seeing if there's any way that I could get a deferral.
You can get a deferral. Yes, that's more than your ticket, or I can reduce this to 95. And then that's less than your ticket.
So
it's kind of let's make a deal type of deal here.
Yeah. So what I was thinking is I don't mind paying for the ticket price. I just my insurance will go up, and I can't really afford that in the long term.
No, you can defer it. We can defer it. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. Sorry.
Yep, that's not a problem. You can defer it without no questions asked. You don't even need to say anything to get a deferral.
Okay.
So it'll be 150. You can get that form off the district court website, and then that'll need to be taken care of within 90 days. And then you're not eligible for another deferral for another 7 years, which can seem like an eternity for a guy your age. And so 7 years doesn't seem that long to me, but to you, it probably seems like a lifetime. But so keep it under the limit, all right?
Yes, sir.
You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. You can get your deferral off the district court website. Alondra Mendoza Saavedra. That's you, ma'am? Okay, I'm going to have you sit there. We're going to take the people who are here first. Mr. Oman, Scott Oman.
I'm here.
How did you wish to proceed today, Mr. Oman?
I'd like to mitigate.
Okay. You are eligible for a deferral, but go ahead.
I was traveling. I drive about 40,000 plus miles a year for work, and I would travel up the I-5 corridor quite often. And it went from the 70 zone to the 60 zone. I know where it's at. I probably drive it 40 times a year. And that one time I just Didn't realize it had hit the 60 zone and was pulled over just as I entered the 60-mile-an-hour zone going northbound. So it's been, I haven't had a ticket in a long time. That's why I can get a deferral, but I'd rather not use that at this time.
Sure. And so again, as low as it's about as low as these tickets are. You're written up at 114. As low as I can go is 95. So I'll reduce it to 95, and that's all I can do for that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you can make payments to arrangement on the district court website.
Will do.
And then is it Pat Ziernik? Am I saying that correctly?
Yes, correct.
You're here on, this is actually not a traffic ticket. This is a fishing violation of some kind. How did you wish to proceed here today?
You're joking me. It's a fishing violation and he's appearing with the ocean background? Come on. Come on. It's like AI wrote it. It is literally like AI wrote it. Ugh. Also my hair. It's so cute for like 1 minute. And then it's like gravity's like, bitch, your hair is so long and heavy. I'm like, I know. Actually, it's not. It's not heavy. It's just long. Waist length. I gotta get some cute shots with it before I chop it all off. That's happening. All right, let's see. What was he fishing? I want to know, what do you guys think he was fishing for? I believe he was crabbing. I believe that he collected crabs without a license or past the limit. Hi, Erica. We're about to embark upon a fishing journey of a lifetime. Or the fishing story of a lifetime from this guy. Crown considered medicine? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah. Pearls up, but even if I stay with the curlers on all night, it goes away. It's just my hair is so straight, and it's okay. I know a lot of people spend a lot of time doing that. Anyways, let's go. There is a lot of drama in fishing. Oh, noodling. I love noodling cellulite yoga pants. I've never done it. I would. Somebody wants to invite me down, we can film it. I'll wear something cute. But I watched was it Maddie Matheson video where he went noodling? Oh my god, I about pissed my pants laughing. Maybe I'll watch that again today. Let's go. We gotta finish this off. And I got stuff to do.
I would like to mitigate it.
What happened out there?
I went fishing on I went steelhead fishing by the Skokumchak hatchery. Got invited with a friend that was fishing there day before, and then it turned out to be a closed water, and I just didn't know.
Okay.
Well, I think
Steelhead
it was
trout?
open like 2 or 3 days.
Hold on. Steelhead are trout, I think. So whoever said trout is right. Secondly, it's your responsibility as a fisher person, just like it is in Canada, to know the rules and to know waterways that are closed. It seems silly, but it is the responsibility of somebody as a fisher person. You have to check. You have to Google that kind of shit before you go. Make sure that it's open right now. They have something signage wise or online. So it's just, those rules are very particular. They change based on which body of water you're talking about. I'm from Canada. We have like the most lakes and bodies of water in the world. So it's just, and no, it's not a crime. Obviously it's coming, well, it's coming on this mitigation traffic docket, but I'm not saying that he was criminal. I'm just saying that part of the responsibility of being a fisher person is researching where you're going to fish and what the rules are.
Prior to it, but we just didn't know, and we were there, and game board came in. We made like a few casts. We didn't catch anything, and he said the water was closed, and that
All
was
right.
his ticket. And
Hang
Oh,
on
they
just a
didn't
minute.
catch anything?
I don't think they have the PSEA on the traffic ones.
All right, I'll reduce it to $50, Mr. Paziernik.
thank you.
You're welcome. You can make payment arrangements on the district court website.
And so, how do I contact about this? Is it gonna show, or do I have to call and tell them my information? Or
No, you have to call in, you have to contact the district court website. You can pay online, you can pay over the phone, you can come by here in person. It looks like you live a little bit out of town, not too far, but you'll have to take proactive steps to do that, but you can do that from your home. You can do it online. You can do it over the phone
okay, sounds good. And how long do I have to do that?
within 30 days.
30 days. Okay, sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You may go.
Thank you.
Jared Rasmussen.
You're going to close it out for us, Jared?
Heather, you're Jared Rasmussen? I can't hear you if you're speaking to me. And I still can't.
We can't hear you, Jared, but you put a suit jacket on, but you should have checked your mic. You should have practiced first. Unplug your gaming headset. Turn around in frustration to your cat. You saying, what is that? Why can't they hear me? Mommy.
Could you try to send her, Laura, could you send Rasmussen a chat? Ask him if can they hear me?
I don't think I could stop if I wanted to. Hanky panky. My family begs me to stop it. I can't. It's something I do all the time.
And then
it's
actually, I'm going
Daddy.
to move to
It's
Cynthia
Daddy.
Watson.
Daddy, please fix it.
Okay, Ms. Watson, you're here.
Cute too.
I'm going to come back to Rasmussen in just a second. Looks like you have your IT people working on it, and I'll come back to that in a second. So Ms. Watson, looks like you're here for a seatbelt ticket.
I am, yes, sir.
You'd asked to mitigate?
I did, yes, sir.
Okay. What happened?
Well, I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. It's an old pickup, and when I do put the seatbelt on, it kind of cuts me across my face. So it is very uncomfortable. So that's one reason why I didn't have it on.
This is such a terrible excuse, ma'am. Anyways, also, I'm just thinking, have you guys ever seen the girl on the internet who thinks she's super tiny? I'm just imagining this lady being like, I can't wear my seatbelt because it cuts across my face. Even in a new car, when I get into the seat, I need a booster seat to wear, to sit on, and still the seatbelt goes across my face. So I just don't wear it. Oh, fuck.
And I was hoping maybe that you would reduce the fine because it is a financial hardship for me.
I can reduce it, but I'm limited in what I can do. I could reduce it by $50 down to 95 if you wish.
That would be appreciated.
Okay, so it'll be a committed infraction. It'll be reduced to 95.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And so how we do it, Rasmus, looks like you're muted now, so you need to unmute and see if you can come on.
They're using a PC.
And Ms. Watson, you're free to go. You need to make payment arrangements within 30 days of today's
Get the
date.
fuck out of here. And wear your seatbelt.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I bet you could fix that problem for less than $95. Rena, wipe your screen, honey. It's all blurry. Paisley's gonna win the lottery today, too.
What's it?
Fuck shit. Fuck shit. You're a
Try to
stupid
log out and
fucking
log back in.
bitch.
I can write that.
I'm gonna get fat if I eat so much candy that my tongue bleeds. Oh my god, I can't believe that she
I'm going to
fucking-
step off for a couple of minutes. I'll be back in just a minute.
And that's the end of that. We're not gonna see James or Rena. We just heard Rena say that though. You guys, I can't believe it's been an hour. I actually have to go to work. Exchange my services for money. Ugh. That old racket, you know. I'm eating too many of these, Hector. I'm gonna have to hide these on myself. Problem is, I can't hide shit on myself. I've told this story before. I knew this girl, and she had a safe in her house that was a cookie safe. And I said, a what? And she said, a cookie safe. And I said, who puts the cookies in the safe? And she says, I do. I said, and who opens the safe to get out the cookies when it's time? I do. And I was like, so what is the safe doing? Who is the cookies? Who's being kept safe by the safe? I'm like, it sounds to me like you got willpower, darling. You don't need a safe for your cookies. Now, what? See, and I laugh because I'm like thinking to myself, like, I've broken into safes, real safes. When you're fucking determined, you know, fucking figure it out. You can bounce certain safes off of a bed at the right angle, pop right open. Not all of them, but some of those little ones. Anyways. So don't put my cookies in a safe. If I'm gonna eat all my fucking cookies, I'm gonna eat them all. That's the way it's gonna be. And she didn't have no kids. That girl was so weird. That story is inappropriate, Paisley. That is an inappropriate story, but I should tell it tomorrow at members only because it's quite funny. Yeah. It includes some nudity between some girls, and then because we were all at the lake that day. Anyways, I'll figure out how to tell that tomorrow. For yeah, the cookie safe has a time limit. But Erica, my whole point being, time limit, schmime limit. Time limit, schmime limit. What time tomorrow? I have to double check. It is, I put a new picture up, Bob, and I'm gonna actually put up a new one today. Because I'm looking pretty hot. I'm looking pretty hot today. Anyways, oh, terrible idea I just had. Tomorrow, though, the timing will be dependent upon Sunday, Easter Sunday brunch / dinner. So somebody, it's either we're having brunch or dinner. I'll know tonight. So it's very unhelpful to you, the way that I just explained it. Like, it'll either be daytime or nighttime. But I don't know right now, so I can't tell you. But how about this? When I do find out, I'll post it. Sorry, guys. I love you guys so much. Sorry, I'm very distracted. I'm very distracted at a few different things. They don't want to sit at a boring brunch. That sounds fun, though. We were going to go to a Chinese buffet. My daughter really wants to go to the Chinese buffet tomorrow. So, like, I'm leaning towards dinner, which would mean the day we would do day shows. But, you know. You know what it is. You know what it is. Anyways. Guys, I love you so much. Remember that. I love you. And I'm proud of you. Yeah, I'm proud of you. That's right. And I'll see you in the next video where I will show you how many of those gummies I've eaten because I gotta commit. I can't eat more. I love you. Bye.
Ways down and ready to ride.